Are you a man over 30, 40, or even 50, confronting a question that most avoid until it's too late? What kind of elder will you become? The world has enough bitter, demanding figures who use their age as a weapon rather than a gift. The world needs men who understand that character, not credentials, defines your legacy. Being a green flag man in your later years isn't about the wealth you've accumulated or the accolades gathering dust on your shelf. It's about the quality of the human being you become through decades of lived experience. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal 3 undeniable signs that you've achieved this rare distinction, that you become a source of wisdom, stability, and inspiration rather than a cautionary tale. If you want to retire from your career, but not from life itself, this perspective will transform how you approach your remaining years. The first sign you're a green flag man is that you actively embrace mentorship as a sacred responsibility. Consider the contrast. A red flag elder speaks endlessly about the good old days and criticizes everything modern, demanding respect simply because he survived longer. He's trapped in the past, treating his experience as ammunition for judgment rather than insight for guidance. The green flag man understands something the Stoics taught millennia ago. Experience is only valuable when shared with humility and openness. He recognizes that his decades of living have created a library of lessons, but also that wisdom flows in both directions. This is critical. He doesn't lecture younger people about how they should live. He shares what he's learned while acknowledging that each generation faces unique challenges requiring fresh thinking. A green flag man asks genuine questions like, "What struggles are you facing that I might help illuminate?" Or, "What mistakes did I make that might spare you unnecessary pain?" He listens more than he speaks, understanding that mentorship isn't about proving his relevance, but about making others feel capable and seen. Your job now isn't to climb ladders, but to hold them steady for those ascending behind you. The test is simple. Do younger people seek your counsel not from obligation, but from genuine admiration for your composure and perspective? Do they leave conversations with you feeling more grounded and clear-minded? This is the difference between a tomb and a library. A tomb is closed, finished, slowly decaying. A library remains open, accessible, continually offering value to anyone willing to learn. The second sign is that you display unshakable calm in the face of chaos. Let's acknowledge reality without flinching. Aging brings legitimate hardships. Health deteriorates. Loved ones pass away. The world transforms in ways that feel disorienting and sometimes hostile. These challenges test every man without exception. A red flag man allows these difficulties to poison his entire spirit. He becomes perpetually angry, constantly complaining, using his age as justification for being difficult. "I'm old. I've earned the right to be grumpy," he declares, not realizing he's announcing his spiritual defeat. The green flag man has spent decades building what we might call emotional architecture, the internal structure that remains standing when storms inevitably arrive. He understands a fundamental Stoic principle that we cannot control external events, but possess absolute sovereignty over our responses. When crisis strikes, he's the one who takes the deepest breath in the room. While others panic, he processes. While others shout impulsively, he thinks deliberately. His presence becomes an anchor, a refuge from the turbulence around him. People look to him not necessarily for immediate answers, but for the calm assurance that solutions can be found through clear thinking and measured action. This isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending difficulties don't exist. It's about mastering them through discipline developed over decades. True strength isn't the absence of fear or frustration. It's the courage to remain kind when anger would be easier, and the wisdom to stay grounded when everything tempts you toward bitterness and resentment. If your family and friends describe you as a rock during difficult times, you achieve something many men spend lifetimes chasing without ever attaining. The third and perhaps most vital sign is that you remain defined by curiosity rather than certainty. A red flag man stops learning because his identity depends on being right. He declares, "I know everything I need to know," and dismisses new ideas, technology, and perspectives because they threaten his established worldview. His mind calcifies like an unused muscle, growing rigid and brittle. The green flag man understands profound truth. The moment you stop learning, you begin rapid decline not just mentally, but spiritually. He constantly challenges himself by learning technology he once avoided, reading books outside his comfortable territory, or finally pursuing that hobby he postponed for 40 years. He recognizes that a life well lived is a life continually expanding rather than contracting. This isn't about desperately clinging to youth. It's about remaining genuinely engaged with existence itself. His willingness to evolve keeps him relevant, interesting, and fascinating to be around. He's never boring because he's never finished growing. Here's the beautiful paradox. Your age actually grants you tremendous freedom to fail spectacularly at something new because your identity is already secure. You're not proving yourself anymore. You're exploring yourself in the world with the wisdom to know that mastery isn't the point. Engagement is the point. Never trade your sense of wonder for the comfort of certainty. If your calendar still contains new experiences and your mind still asks genuine questions, you're radiating this green flag trait. Being a green flag man isn't a passive title inherited simply by surviving decades. It's an active daily decision to be a pillar of wisdom, a fountain of calm, and a perpetual student of life. Don't just grow old, grow purposeful. Which of these signs are you embodying right now, and which requires your attention?